And here, a very Masonic spirit. The camera literally shut itself off because, again, it's very heavy. Even my phone is feeling it. It doesn't want to see. It's connected to me, which means it's got the same spirit as me. It doesn't want to see. What do I mean by that? I'll explain some other time. But this place is a cul-de-sac. It's a dead end, which means this place is where all of these energies are coming together. Berese, Bron, and Trikemandra. That's what I wanted to show you. In the distance, satellites. There's arrows. I don't know what that means, but I think there may be something to do with Greek. Perhaps I will search it, or maybe you will for me. Mersa, but those satellites, communication. So everything here is in communication, and I get the sense the communication goes beyond this place. This is, in my estimate, as good as hell itself. This is a manifestation of hell on earth, in the natural. If Jesus was here, he will be speaking to the demons here, within the people, within the environment, within the place, because it is heavy. Samer tar kevar dembre. The Good Samaritan is the word I'm hearing in the spirit. The Good Samaritan, which is a credible word because someone did something good for me today. And I'm going to pray that the Lord blesses them for it. I was in a bit of a bind and they aided or helped me. It looks like paradise. It absolutely looks like paradise. And by all other accounts, this would be paradise. But it is anything but. Anything but. So that's the end of this street. Veraske Broi, Merske Nora Beroya. Let me move away from here quickly. And as you can see in the distance, the Jeep, very black, just as this patch is. So now we're going back in. That's the thing about getting yourself into places like this, you also have to get out. It's a two-way stream. Har mehendro keredai mestro. I don't know if there's a message behind this. It's just a show and a reminder that things, one, are not as they appear, and two, hell is here on earth. Yes, there is a place called hell where demons do dwell. Spiritually, they go there. But don't ever forget that people are possessed, which means the devils leave that place and they come and reside here amongst men. And man, there's something about this place. Man accommodates them. That's why demons and devils are still around even up until this very day. It is because man, like the satellites, accommodates them. And just because someone is possessed, just as this place is possessed, doesn't mean that it should appear as though it is dirty or it is a dump yet. Sometimes it can be the most beautiful place. It can be paradise. It can be paradise. And I think there's a place called Paradise. I probably need to go see it in the spirit. It can look like paradise, but be the opposite of it. So I'm moving away from here. Zain, Shebar, Ferene. I don't think there's anything else, but we shall see. We shall see. I'm just observing. Just observing. Ezanre kebre sondra keroya. Verne Shandero. I was supposed to have dropped these off at that corner. But I was so distracted that I didn't even Kembra Vasindro. Sign says this complex is under CCTV monitoring. So monitoring spirits or just being monitored. So from that corner, there's two people coming out from there now. The corner where I was. So again, everything here is moving in twos. So they're still moving. They are still moving. It's just now they are changing. They keep changing tactics. It's like a game of chess. They are observing. They are watching. These are demons. Very complex system. Very Fernando Cobra. They say that they're about to trap me with the waters. There's waters here. And I see there's footsteps as well. Something that was moving upon those waters. So they're about to trap me with the waters. McDonald's. Masa Brani Vronia Santroya. So they're about to trap me with the waters. Whatever that means, we shall soon find out. Street talk. Back the T-junction, now we're going down. This place is called Aranos. This sound very, again, monitored. Aranos and the eye. That just happens to be the security that is around here. That is the branding that they choose to use, but there is more to it than that. You can see it with the eye itself. So now here is now the second gateway. When I move past these two places, the spirit changes. So everything up until this junction here is one spirit. Black Mercedes. We saw a black Jeep not so long ago. Sarah. So that represents a change in spirit or a change in gateway. And then we go back to VW Volkswagen, which I believe again is still German. So it is still Germany, but in a different way. Volkswagen. The Lord says wait here. So I'm going to stand here for a moment and just wait. There is something. I need 6336 KC. Something. I'm not sure what it is. So I wait in the moment. I hope you're learning something from these teachings. Hopefully. If not, it's just me documenting my journey. This is a Ford. So that's America. So this is an intersection between Germany and America spiritually. My voice is getting louder. But that's a Ford and it's going left to the corner that we just came from. Ooh. And I just bumped that pipe. So again, even Ford itself, and we know Ford to be an American brand, and then Volkswagen. So Ford and Volkswagen. These brands are less prominent than your BMWs and your Mercedes, but they still remain very territorial. Another Ford. So because they're so easily accessible, means it is in more people's hands. I don't know if we're dealing with cars today or brands or branding. Volkswagen and Hyundai. I don't know the significance of it here where I am. So 2 people coming from me in this direction, 2 people coming from me from behind. Again, everything moving in twos. I guess it's just safety in numbers. And Toyota being a local brand, these will be local people. So I might be dealing with some local spirits today as well. So I'm dealing with the internationals and I'm dealing with the locals. The locals I tend to avoid because they can reach me. So if I offend them, I'll be in trouble. The locals. Okay, there's a lemon tree there. We'll speak about lemons, the significance. There's something significant about that. Lemons. So it links the two. It links the one spirit to the other. So even though they're in different spaces, different places, they're linked. This is a different spirit I'm walking in now. It's not as heavy as the place that I just came from, but it is nevertheless just as complex, and things are just as connected. So now it's a red guy, red security, red motorbike, and a German, he's moving away, and a German car parked stationary. It's an Audi. Now again, in the nature, if you look at these things, these are just normal things. These are houses, these are cars, these are people moving around. This red pipe seems to be sticking out for me, and it's where the red culminated. And remember, the word was you're going to be trapped by waters. These are water pipes. Water pipes, and if you can read the sign, it means they are beneath. So it means waters beneath. So God says they're going to be trapping you with waters, and now the sign says the waters are beneath you. I'm reading as I'm going. I didn't plan this trip. The environment speaks to me as I move in and around it. That is how God communicates with me. He doesn't have to tell me in advance, even though this He told me in advance. The rest of it I do when I take the journey, which means God only reveals in part to you. When you start to move, that is when the rest appears. So similar to what Abraham saw, 18 Volkswagen, 18 for me is a gateway number. It is a number I released sometime with one of the people that I used to move with, which means there are gateways here. Audi once again, Volkswagen, Germany. And that house in particular is a gateway. Now that the word gateway has been spoken, a red car comes, gateway, Germany, so 2 German cars, Mercedes, not Mercedes, why am I getting confused now? 2 water containers. It is so simple, but it is so complicated. 2 water containers, 2 German engineered cars, and 2 electric. So electricity and water, we know those 2 don't mix. So that's the water there, the double, the dual, and the 2 electric power units. Fermehero. These are a lot of calculations. You need to be very mathematical when it comes to understanding these things. And a Perne Proi Terda Bredi Semara. But I'm calculating. And this place now, the people here are all moving. They're all coming out. They are all coming out all at once. Some are going in, some are coming out. This place, I won't speak it out in the natural. Maar in tongues vernendre kelarti skintame engsten chenke kench kintang kontem pen kentarke varo. That is what that place is in tongues. I can't put it in the natural because I'm not even supposed to see that. I am not even supposed to see that. Shabero nevesh kenara. But the birds are also manifesting around that building. So just know something is up. Alright, so we're getting out now from that place. I can just sense it in the spirit. Something has changed in the atmosphere. It is the reason why you always need to sense, keep sensing. The spirits here are a lot calmer. As everyone is now coming out and moving towards something. They're just moving out. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. I'm observing still. Volkswagen. So am I saying that you shouldn't be driving these brands? Not at all. Similar to the food that you eat and the clothes that you wear, it is not what you put on the outside. It is what is on the inside that gets activated from these brands. So that's again an intersection between Volkswagen and BMW, which are both German, and a Nissan, black Nissan. I don't know what the story with that car is, or where that car belongs, the branding. Centroy and Nissan again, Nissan in red. So the tactic has changed again, different spirit, different place, same word, just in a different way. This time it is we had a dead bird. Here we have a dead rat. So it is just a different death, in essence. A different death. Mafar Tazea, Hamptons. I saw a car that said Hamptons. Hamptons, 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 Hamptons. The butterfly just came out. It's quite small. You might not see it. But as soon as I emanated, you know me and butterflies. I think this one might be actually a moth. Looks more like a moth. Probably is a moth. Same spirit, just in a different way. It's the same spirit, just in a different way. Alright, so I've come out from there. We are back to the main road now. Caribbean Estates. So remember the word I was saying, it looks like paradise. So this place is called Caribbean. It looks like paradise, but in reality it is death. It looks like paradise, but it is death here. Busy road, women wearing red. Am I saying that red cars are a problem, or am I saying that people wearing red is a problem? Not at all. Once again, these are just clothing. But the spirits in you are what the issues are. So I'm not going to ask you to change your branding of cars. You need to drive after all. And I'm not intersection, VW, and BMW. They intersected again. Same as when they were coming down this street, they intersected on this road. So all these cars are passing, but that one was significant to me before because I saw it almost like a premonition before. Semer Tevara Desea, two cars of a particular brand moving past each other. And so only that one was significant. So again, not everything. Horses in the background, by the way. For any horse lovers. Pernehezai, Pernazea. So again, in the nature, everything here in this place is a beautiful place. People riding horses. The sun is out. The houses look beautiful. People are driving around. Black Mercedes, significant again. I need to watch out for something. There's a danger that I need to observe. But everything looks good. All I'm asking you to do is look twice. Just be observant spiritually. Be observant for the people around you. People always wonder, why are they having the nightmares they're having? Why are they not moving in... Oh, I am being tossed around now. By the way, there goes the security company. So that's a mobile one now. So even though the signs are there as well on the walls, that one is mobile. So that one is mobile. Semar Tevara. So we're about to move, and I can already sense it. That's why I sense the heaviness into a new environment. Once you get past these trees, it is a new atmosphere. And I will also show you something on the right which is significant to that word. First, let me just turn to see if I missed anything, if anything is of significance. There's a yellow minibus parked in the distance. Arnehel, I'm just asking if I missed anything. No, not from what I can see or sense. So these trees here mark and again, I'm not going to say what's in these trees, but if you watch my last video, you will know that these are other things. So here, this is in essence what the spirit that is around you. I'm just gonna take a bit of a knee for a moment. So this is a gravesite. That black BMW, again, significant. This is a graveyard. These are people that have gone to their resting place. People say final resting place, but we know better that this is not where, and even you, this is not your final resting place. This is just an access to your final resting place. Once you find yourself here, you transition. There is someone in the spirit sitting at a bench at the corner there. Someone who should be transitioning. There are spirits here that hang around. This is heavy for somebody. I think this might be a reminder for someone. So let me just move away. I can see someone. Oh. Woo. I'm being tossed around in the spirit and things are jumping inside of me. There are spirits here and they're jumping into me now. You would know that by graveyards that just happens, but I know in pointing in this direction somebody's being reminded about a loved one, so I can just sense that. But unfortunately people do pass on. There's something about this tree now. There's one of these spirits from here has attached itself to here. So I'm just going to Sapara. Separated from this place, Parezo Brane, Shenkai Perez Kofradie, and release it back out. I don't think I'll be, wait, I'll see. I might have to help some of these spirits transition, but there are spirits here. And not even at the grave, just at the gravesite itself. People's spirits, they are just everywhere. They move around and people see them all the time. People see them all the time. There's a spirit attached to itself to these, again from the gravesite, to these plants here, Parskeyaro. It's an old woman. Pareveske Prane. There is one here. They seem to be attaching themselves to the plants for some reason, Pereva. And there's a manifestation. There was a moth or a butterfly. Nothing on this one, so it's not like every single one there's something on it. When I walk past something, I sense, or I get the sense that there's something there or not. There is one spirit hiding here behind this tree, but it is hiding, literally it is hiding. It looks more like someone who was a child or someone childlike. Nothing on this one that I can sense. Parzenaye verai. Pauzenaye verai vera harabresindro dia santra. A few hiding behind this. So there are spirits here, plenty of them, and as you can see, there are cars passing by. So some of those spirits will jump into some of these people that walk past here. They go home, they have nightmares, or they find themselves sleeping with someone in the spirit and they don't know why. And it's because you walk past places like this unawares and spirits jump on you. Spirits are spiritually discerned, they're everywhere. So if you don't discern spirits, don't assume that they don't affect you. They affect you. You just don't know it. Get out. They are there, they affect you, you just don't realize it. And it's not just places like this. Graveyards, they are obvious ones. But literally, it can be a club that you go to, it can be a restaurant that you go to, it can be a park that you go to. Spirits are everywhere. That's why I always say, or have been saying in this particular video, that hell is here on earth as well. There are spirits, and most of these spirits are bound for hell, mind you. That's why they're sticking around here. Either they were demonized before they went to the ground, or somehow upon death, they got themselves stuck to certain demons and they are working with demons now. Because in essence, that's the only way you can stay on this earth in the spiritual realm. You either you were demonized before you died, or Seraya, one way or another, you and demons are in one place. So I'm seeing the red car and I'm seeing this is a thorn tree. And there's a heavy spirit here. I'm not gonna... The thorns in themselves signify it is protected. So I'm gonna leave that one alone for a little while. But demonic spirits are all around us. Here, obviously, they would manifest more because, again, there's death here already. I'm just trying to detect red number plate, small thorn tree. Even this one has got, and I think that's why God said leave that one. Deal with the smaller ones first. So there's one here. There's a spirit on this branch. Pereneze and Rodia, like those guys that just drove past. I don't know why I say walked, but drove past. Zemar Deje Pradi Vredia. Red is following them. Blood is following them. Sacrifice is following them. And these spirits speak, mind you. I haven't spoken to any of them yet. I might speak to the ones here. The ones that look like they are in paradise. To them, this is their paradise. But it is a dry place. Remember, as I said, when spirits depart, whether the body departs physically or when you depart it out of a person's body, they look and they walk around dry places trying to find a way back somewhere. Then Troy is a brand Roy, there is a spirit there. And that's that's actually the one I'm more interested in by this tree, because that's the one that's observing. If you sit in the spirit, this is what it's doing with its eyes, it's looking. So the question is, if this is observing, who is it looking out for? And then remember, before we got here, we were speaking about twins. Everything was in twos, everything was in pairs. So if you see these two here, those would be the sentinels or the higher, that gate there, those two branches, trees, whatever. I am losing my mind, literally. Not because I'm seeing the spirits here, that's not what is happening, but something is making me lose my high. I've just lost Sabrai. Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, I'm in trouble. Whew. God, this is heavy. This is actually heavy. Whew. This earth is a problem. Anyway, let me try and, I don't know, something is wrong. I don't know what it is, but something is wrong. And I can see my grandma's spirit awakening now. My grandma's spirit still ministers to some family members. She's passed on, but she still speaks. It is death. But unfortunately, the people that speak to her or she speaks through don't acknowledge. It's a familiar spirit. It's a family spirit, so it's hard for them to let go. Maybe some of you also need to let go of people that passed on that are appearing in your dreams and speaking to you. Those are spirits. And again, if they're still appearing to you, it means they have demonic contracts somewhere. I'm just going to sit down for a moment because it's getting heavy here now. It means they have demonic contracts somewhere. So if you are being visited by people in your dreams, dead people, you have a contract with death. And when you die, the same contract that those spirits have is the same contract that you will inherit upon your death. And you will also wander this earth. Pet. You will also wander this earth trying to figure out how to get out from here because you'll be bound here. And after this place now, because everything will be destroyed one day. Oh. Everything will be... I'm on my knees now. I can't stand. It's really heavy this side. It's heavier here than I anticipated. And when you die, you'll be stuck here. So please, one, you need to be born again. Two, you need to move away from the spirit of death. Don't make contracts with dead people. Don't make contracts with demons. Whichever one, both lead you to death. Both are straight paths to hell. You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that at all. I know here in African civilizations, that's how they communicate. They communicate with the dead, as do many civilizations the world over. feel like I'm bleeding from the lips. But they don't know what they're doing. You don't know what you're communicating with, and you don't know where this, and this is actually a heavier word than I am expressing. God says, you don't know what you're doing. You honestly do not know what you're messing with when you communicate with dead or dead people or with the dead. You don't know where those spirits are, and you don't know where they're heading. I pray the Lord opens your eyes that these spirits that come to minister to you from the death, from Garea, I can't stand now, from the places of death, where they are leading you to. And it is not a good place. It is not a good place. And no, it's not heaven. I can sense that somebody's saying, but it feels like heaven here. And it's similar to where the place I just came from. It looks like heaven. And that's why I began there. It looks like it's heaven, but there's hell there. But these demons, these spirits, they won't tell you that. Because they are stuck there, they want more people to come with them. So they won't tell you the truth. They won't tell you, I'm still on my knees. They won't tell you the truth. They won't tell you the truth. They don't want you to know the truth. They don't want you to know the truth. Please, I'm just warning you. And God himself is warning you. The Lord says I can stand up now. The Lord himself is warning you. Stay away from these spirits. Don't communicate with them. Don't talk to them. Don't connect with them. Don't follow the instructions. Those instructions in the beginning will be easy. There's a woman on the right hand side of the streets, but there's a woman on the left that's moving in the spirit. And it's on likelihood, let me deal with this spirit. It's getting heavy here. Very heavy. Shebronar tebar ferenese broneo. Zeproder keshambra ingre sembre englarte, because I can't get close to it. My centrai gebrosa bria gara. Get out. Verske bronea sandre. Sandre, carada chevero. Vero, tareba sadia. Carde. Alright, it moved. Oh, God. Anyway, so there's a woman walking on that side of the street. She's in blue. And there's a spirit that's walking past me now that is connected to her. And as the spirit moves past these other spirits, it's picking up more spirits. Which means by the time she gets home, she's going to have some visitors. I'm laughing, but it's bad. It's almost like a nervous laughter. I do that sometimes in the spirit. I laugh, but I'm really in tears. My spirit is crying, but tears don't come out. It's like a laughter comes out because it's crazy. It's crazy. There are birds here now that have landed. I forgot what these birds are called. But again, everything here, whether it's the birds, the trees, the grass, it's all connected to whatever the spirit here is. And as you can see, black car, black. There's a spirit here now. I don't know if I dealt with this spirit. I had dealt with it, but it came back. Am I still recording? I dealt with this spirit, but it came back. So, and that's what happens when you chase spirits away. If there's nothing that replaces Ferhai, Semair Kejar Teveje Mar Andre Kerai Piros Kara Angle Soroya. So now I'm just blocking this plant. This is so heavy. Maserati. What a beautiful car. Oh, Rabero. Again, that was just a distraction for God to move me away from that because it's really getting heavy there. So again, at this intersection, German at the corner and two spirits or two people moving on the, so these two are physical. The two coming down here are physical. The lady is one, a red motorbike again. and the word on the motorbike was pulse. Pulse. So that lady actually is dead. Remember, I was saying numbers. I make calculations. And here they have gathered now in fours. So the number plate on the Audi is 2, 2. And if you see here, they've gathered at the corner in 2 and 2. And so we know 2 and 2 is 4. So they are multiplying. And the Maserati has made a U-turn and come back. Which means we're dealing with heavier spirits now. Because that is in essence a heavier car. In price and in presence. If you see a Maserati, your head is going to turn. Your head is going to turn. Soraye Parego. I just heard the P word. The P word, which is lady parts, which means it's getting vulgar now in the spirit. It's getting very vulgar. I'm trying to figure out where the spirit is coming from. But anyway, so I picked up this with numbers. I don't know what these numbers represent, but it's prices. 33, 42, 37, 27, 47. I don't know the significance of it, but numbers. Just as the 2 and the 2 makes the 4. Sabar Nehenglai. There's something significant here that I'm missing. I can't see it. It's there, but I don't always see everything. Plumber. Alright, it's back to the word. A plumber obviously deals with water and water blockages. If it's not here on the surface, it means there's something underground. There is something underground, like this pipe. There's something following me underground. I don't see it, but I can sense it's there. So it's there somewhere. I just don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but it is there. It is there, so I am being tracked from the ground this time, which makes sense because yesterday when I went in the valley, I hope you watched the video, the Lord says He will cover the sky and I need to cover the ground, which means He was warning me ahead of time. There is a body double of me, so it's a feminine spirit, which is in all likelihood the spirit that we're dealing with in the waters yesterday. Waters underneath. So the waters we saw yesterday were on the surface. These waters are beneath the ground, which is beauty. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Perai skentroi verai, perandroi, perazi kadre. Champre ver VW at this crossroads. So it is a double gateway, same spirit, different way. Same spirit, different way. And one, they're splitting again, like the initial gateways that I saw, one left, one right, and a black Mercedes and a white Mercedes, one going straight, one going right. An Audi and an Audi, one going right, one coming straight, and one going in the opposite direction. So all of those are significant to me. It means they are multiplying. So Mercedes Audi moving this direction, Mercedes Audi moving in that direction. Very significant. That is why God says, use your eyes as well. The signs are there for you. Yes, I'm making the connections by myself, but you know by now you make the natural connections and eventually in the spirit they begin to make sense. So there's 2 going in this direction and there's 2 moving in the other direction. So all of these are significant. Again, I need to calculate to see what it all means, but it means something. Serayo. Jabarka. Dust. A dust storm. A dust storm. So which means we're about to move again in a different place now. And here, Samar de Cavero Shedar Menkar de Geo Heirshknar Kavau. Oh, I don't know, but something will show up eventually. If you don't know what it is, it's like that when you have that sixth sense feeling that there's something, but you don't know what it is. There's something, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is yet, but there's something. There is something. Soravia Terai Mair Devenroy Shendroy Kebara. Something superb. Senai. But I don't know. That girl coming from that side is significant though. But I don't know what it is. What is it? "18" again, so gateway. It's a gateway. There's an invisible gateway here somewhere, and I'm sensing and I'm hearing violence. That pink signifies something. There's violence here in the spirit. This place is very Marte Sapredi. Remember I was saying there's something about beauty or erotic. What do these pictures, and she's even hiding. The eyes, the beauty, the wings, that signify something. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those kind of people, but N33 is, you know me by now, when I see 33 it means the Lord is taking over, which means this battle is a lot bigger than I am. So the Soul Cafe, that is a place where people drink, they gather, they drink alcohol. This place, the barber shop, the Morocco, that's a cover. And the salon where that sign is at that corner there. At least the sign is there. I don't know where the actual building is. I think just beneath it. So there's something here. Something plain but something hidden. Something plain but something hidden. Something plain but something hidden. Do you see anything? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but there's something plain. Okay, Mercedes, VW, Mercedes, VW. And then we saw a red Mercedes earlier. Here's a red BMW person. But this multiplication is very significant. Mercedes, BM, Mercedes, BM. So all of those signs have come here. Volkswagen, Mercedes. So one is a luxury brand, and the other is an accessible brand, but they are side by side. So again, it's the same word. Everything is in twos. Same thing, different manifestation. Same thing, different manifestation. Same thing, different manifestation. So all of those signs were coming together here at that place, which means something is up there. Something. Let me not. The Lord has seen. the Lord shall reveal it. The Lord has seen, the Lord shall reveal it. All right, that is my ministry for today. I don't know what I said. I don't know if any of it is significant, but one, pay attention to your environment. God is speaking through everything, through the cars, through the trees, just as the enemy himself is speaking through these things, so is also God revealing himself through these things. It just depends on what your discernment is about. And I'm hearing and I'm sensing graves here. There's graves here where I'm passing. We saw the physical graves not too far in the distance. These ones are spiritual graves, which means the people walking here, and again snares or traps, which means I need to be careful. But there are some people who in the natural look like they're alive, but there's death around them. And I'm hoping that you're not one of those people. And I've met a lot of people like that, where their bodies are here, but their spirits are dead. That's why you need to be born again, born of the Spirit. 33. Okay, that's the second 33 I've seen. So let me close it off here. I don't know what I was teaching today. I don't know what the significance of this word is in particular. Again, just because you're driving those cars does not mean that you are possessed, but also understand that those cars are a manifestation of possession. People are possessed by these material things. Nothing wrong with having them, but they must not possess you and you must not possess them. I think there's a word in this message somewhere around that. Something, but I'm not sure. There is something I've said that is significant, but even I'm not sure what it is yet. But something was significant. I'll find out later. So birds flying, it feels like I feel freer when I speak these words. I feel like I need to release them for me to Sembaraba here, to move on to whatever assignments I'm supposed to Ford Everest, that we spoke about Everest Mountain. In the videos that I did in Kempton Park, that car drove past Everest, it signifies that top of the mountain, that something is massive, something is big, something is as big as a mountain. So there, Fort Everest, and here there is this young lady standing on top of a mountain. So again, everything connects. Every one of my videos connects. Everything connects. And there is a jeep, which is the last spirit I saw coming out from at the corner there. A jeep came out and a jeep is parking here. So let me... Mountain. How big is God? How crazy is that? How crazy is that? Maserati, mountain. Everest, mountain. Lady on the mountain. So all of those signs that I've been speaking about, this is how God speaks to me. It's crazy. God is crazy. God is crazy. I'm in the spirit. I can't see. I'm trying to look at myself on this phone, and I can't see myself because you can't put all these pieces together and be normal. It's impossible. This is not normal. This is not normal. But anyway, so there's my Maserati. It followed me all the way here, which means something big, just as that big car there, something big is following me or something big is coming after me, which is fine. I expect that to happen. My presence does that. Okay, I don't know. Something. You watch the video and you conclude for yourself what just happened, but something just happened. 66. And I don't know, that one doesn't stick out to me. Hilux. But anyway, heavy. This word is heavier. For me, I can't speak. I don't know. But something significant. But I say all that to say this. The devil is real. God is real. The devil is real. And God is real. And he is everywhere. The devil is everywhere. and God is everywhere. You just have to read the signs. The signs are there for you to see it and to interpret it. It's up to you to ignore it or to take these things seriously. And I hope you take these things seriously, because all of these things I was showing you, these are spiritual things. But they affect you, whether you like it or not, they affect you. May the Lord open your eyes to the realm of the Spirit. May He teach you, may He show you discernment. Saraye Mentroi Savero Mandrea. All these things I'm teaching you are significant. The Lord is telling me, and He's also trying to interpret it to you. All these things are significant. Learn, and discern for yourself that this realm, this world is spiritual. This realm is spiritual, and if you follow the signs long enough, you will see the sign. You're not manifesting the conclusion. The conclusions are there, you just need to see them. Because it might just look like I'm the one who's manifesting these things, but I'm not that powerful. I can be, but I'm not that powerful. Again, let me remind you, you're a child of God, you're a son of God, which means you're a God moving on this earth. And there's significance in you acknowledging the God inside of you, because there's a God out here as well, the enemy that is on this earth, who is also significant. But the God in you is greater, and if you connect with Him, everything will make sense. Everything will make sense. Everything will make sense. Be blessed.